students. My name is Oboy Justina Oluwabomi. I am your personal teacher, and we are here to talk about the comprehension passage that says government and administration. Firstly, what is government? Government is the machinery through which the will of the state is formulated, expressed, and carried out. It consists of institutions such as the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary, each playing specific roles in maintaining law, order, and public policy. The legislature makes law, the executive implements them, while the judiciary interprets them. Together, these arms of government ensure a balanced and effective administration. Also, we are talking about administration. Administration refers to the activities of government officials in implementing laws and managing public affairs. While government provides direction and decision making, administration focuses on execution. Civil servants and public officers are key players in the administrative process. They work behind the scenes to ensure that government policies are translated into practical outcomes for citizens. In democratic system, a good governance depends on transparency, accountability, and rule of law. An effective public administration system helps build trust between the government and the people. However, in many countries, administrative corruptions, inefficiency, and lack of political decision hinder development and effective service delivery. In Nigeria, reforms have been introduced to strengthen public administration. Dis include the introduction of e-governance, the restructuring of civil service system, and anti-corruption initiative. Despite challenges, improvement in these areas are essential for national development and depending of democracy. Today we've come to the end of the lecture. Now, who can tell me what government is? Bola, very good, very good. A round of applause for her. Lekan, how about you? Yes, correct, correct. Now, who can tell me the meaning of governance? Shade? All right. Today we've come to the end of the class. I remain your personal teacher, Obayo Justina Oluwabomi. Thank you.
Hello, students. How are you doing today? My name is Alao Toyin. I am your personal teacher in English language, and I'll be taking you vocabulary development. My colleague Obaoye Justina has just presented a comprehension passage on government and administration. Today, I want to go deeper into the vocabulary terms associated with government and administration. Before I go further, what is government? Government is a group of people who controls the affairs of a country, while administration is the management of public affairs. Now, in a country, there are main branches of government, that is arms of government: legislative, executive, and judiciary. Legislative is the arm of government that makes and enacts laws, while the executive enforce the law. Then the judiciary interprets the laws. Now, in every country there must be laws. That's the reason why we have the constitution. What is the constitution? Constitution is a set of fundamental principles or rules that govern a country. Apart from all this, we have what we call deputy. A deputy is a person who assists and supports his superior. Then we have another one called regime. What is regime? Regime is a period of time in which a government is in power. Now we have the regime of Obasanjo, we have the regime of Yar'Adua. Presently, we are in the regime of who? Of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now, let's talk about the secretary. Who is the secretary in the country? A secretary is a person that is high-ranking official. That is the one that controls department in the country, and also it makes sure that it advises the government on policy matters. Now, in conclusion, effective government administration is very important in the country for the smooth running of the state. Thanks for listening. Before I go, I want you to ask some questions so that I'll be able to answer them now. If you don't have any questions, let me give you my own assignment. Make sure you write 10 vocabulary terms associated with government and administration, and make sure you submit next time we meet. See you. Thank you very much. Hello, students. How are you doing today? My name is Alautoyin. I am your personal teacher in English language, and I will be taking you summary today. First of all, what is a summary? A summary is a brief version of a larger text, highlighting the key points. Now, we have read the comprehension passage on government and administration. It is a larger text, so we need to summarize the passage now. Now, according to the passage, government and administration. In government and administration, it discusses the concept of government. Apart from the concept of government, it discusses the main branches of government, which is legislative, executive, and judiciary. Apart from this, it also highlights the functions of each arm of government in the country. Also, it tells us the implementation of all the principles or rules in the country. Also, we are able to understand the way the civil servants also work together with cooperation and support from one another. Also, it highlights the challenges facing government and administration in the country. In conclusion, it shows the significance of effective government and administration for the smooth running of country. Thank you very much for your attention. Do you have any questions? If you have any questions, you are free to ask me. But my own assignment is the next comprehension passage in your book. You need to read it. After reading, make sure you summarize the passage in 5 sentences and submit when next meet. Hello students, how are you doing today? My name is Alautoyin. I am your personal teacher in English language, and I'll be taking you letter writing. First of all, what is a letter? A letter is a written message or communication written by someone to another person. Okay, we have 3 types of letter: formal letter, informal letter, and semi-formal letter. First, formal letter. Formal letter is a type of letter we write to professionals and authorities. What are the features of this letter? The tone. The tone is formal and respectful. The language. The language is professional and free of slangs. Also, the structure. Under the structure, we have the greetings. The greetings must be formal. Then it will have the introduction. Then the body of your letter. Then conclusion. Then, can you give me examples of this formal letter? If no, we have the application letter. Letter you write to secretary, to the state governor. All those letters are formal letters. Then, let's dive into informal letter. Informal letter is a type of letter that we write to our friends and families. All these people, we are familiar with them. Then, the features of this letter: the tone is friendly and casual. Then, the language also is informal, and you can include slangs. Then the structure. It has the structure of the greetings. The greetings might be casual because it's a friendly letter. Then you have the introduction. After your introduction, you have the body of your letter and then the conclusion. Now, the examples of these informal letters are the letters to write to your parents, letters you write to your friends. Then we have semi-formal letter. This is the letter you write to professionals. All those professionals you are familiar with or they are friendly with you. The type of letter you write to them will be semi-formal. Then what are the features? One, the tone will be professional and brief. The language, we apply that of formal letter. It must be professional. The structure also will be the greetings, which is formal. Then the introduction, then the body of your letter and the conclusion. Examples of letter we call semi-formal letter will be the letter you write to your colleague in your office, or the letter you write to your doctor, even the letter you write to your teachers will be under semi-formal letter. Now, I think you have gained one or two things. So I don't know whether you might have one question or the other. You are free to ask. In case you don't have any, I have my own assignment. Make sure you write one example of informal letter. You can write a letter to your friend inviting him or her to your birthday party. That kind of letter will be informal. Remember, the tone must be informal. You might include slangs if you like. Thank you. See you later.